One. I'm waiting for it to start. Welcome everybody back to another episode of PB Podcast. We got a special guest here, Brad Morie, here to help talk with us about NFL Week 14 and his predictions and our predictions for Week 15. All right, to recap Week 14, guys, what stood out to you? We'll start with Brad here.
Big one is the Saints losing to the Eagles. Sorry, Steve. It's a big shift in the NFC. Packers take number one right now just because they got the tiebreaker. Saints got a hard schedule coming up. I think they can do it, though.
Yeah, I will agree with you. But, no, yeah, we had a pretty tough schedule, honestly. Chiefs Week 15. Losing to the Eagles, though, I mean, I could see it because you had Jalen Hurts going in there, don't know how to really scheme against them. If they had Carson Wentz, okay, we would have beat them by like 2 touchdowns, I believe. But like, it was heart crushing though. I will say that.
Yeah, it's really hard to plan. Hard to plan against a quarterback like that with Jalen Hurts. I mean, he can throw the ball, he can run the ball. You can't stop it if you're not prepared for it.
Mm-hmm. Dual threat.
Yeah. Actually, for the Saints defense, it was the first time they allowed a 100-yard rusher in a game this season, and they allowed 2. Jalen Hurts had over 100 yards, and Miles Sanders had over 100 rushing yards.
It's been 55 games straight since they allowed a 100-yard rusher.
That front seven is dangerous.
It is, man.
Cameron Jordan leading the front of it. One of my favorite games was actually Chiefs and Dolphins. The Chiefs ended up pulling out, but I like the Dolphins as a team, honestly. They picked off Mahomes 3 times, right? Three times in the game? Yeah.
2 in the first quarter.
In the first quarter.
Yeah. It was an interesting game. I saw him get sacked for like a 25-yard loss. He's trying to scramble out and get sacked all the way from making like 4th and 40. I saw that. That's pretty bad.
He's slow.
He's not.
He's tight end speed.
You got a 400-pound guy running after you. You're gonna be slow.
If anything, you should be fast as hell.
Not with them guys can move.
They're 40 times as faster than all of ours. I will say that.
Yeah, probably.
Nah, but yeah,
that
was
Dolphins
actually
defense. They're good though.
Yeah, I agree.
Xavier Howard or whatever the cornerback is.
Yeah.
9 interceptions this season. That's outstanding.
Very.
Imagine what traded Minka Fitzpatrick.
That's true.
Exactly,
I didn't think about that. Minka. Oh.
Yeah, he was there, man. He was there, bro. Now he in with the Steelers, but yeah. Howard, he's a big corner. He been stepping up in Miami secondary and all that. That just defense is just phenomenal though, man. I ain't even gonna lie. It's I just love their defense for real.
Yeah. What did you guys think of the Steelers-Bills game? 2 of the top teams in the league. Steelers second loss. Was it in a row? Second loss in a row, right?
Yep.
In a row. Yep. Yeah. They lost to Washington last week, and then they lose to Buffalo this past week. I liked the game. I mean, it started off kind of slow. I saw that. But it turned out to be a pretty good game. 26-15, Buffalo wins. My boy Josh Allen. Oh, I love him. Yeah, overall, I mean, the Bills are pretty good on defense, and you saw how they are on offense. They got 3 really good wide receivers, honestly. I don't know if you guys know, but Cole Beasley has more catches than DK Metcalf. I saw a whole stat list about him. He's got more touchdowns than Julio. He's actually doing really well up in Buffalo as their 3rd wide receiver, so it's pretty cool to see.
He's their slot guy. Josh Allen he'll improvise. So when you have a small guy like that running around, it's easy to find him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that boy Stephon Diggs went off, man. 10 for 130. Oh my God! It was like 2 drives where Josh Allen was just literally just throwing it to him. Just literally, that's all he was going, and he was just, oh man.
First drive of the second half.
Yes, bro. Oh my God, he was killing them, bro. Like they couldn't do nothing. Like the commentators was like, yeah, the secondary, they can't play man, they can't play zone, they can't do nothing. It was beautiful seeing him work on them though.
Yeah. I got a question for Brad. I know we had you in the earlier video. I know you want to talk about this earlier. The NFC East. Your team is leading the division. How you feeling about that so far?
You know what? Prediction was almost spot on. Sorry, Kyle Allen, to your leg. That's a rough one. Alex Smith, I mean, I think he's going to go on. I think he's going to play next week. Dwayne Haskins might be in, which the potential's there. Ron Rivera's a good coach. Chase Young's coming into himself now. They got a good team around them. I mean, it sucks that Antonio Gibson went down. You still have Terry McLaurin, who's at least top 10 in receiving yards this season.
Yeah, he's.
I think they're going to do it. I mean, I think they are, if the standings are correct, I think they're 6-7.
Yeah, I think they're 2 games ahead. I believe.
No,
I think they're only a game ahead.
Yeah, but they do lose a tiebreaker against New York because New York has beat them twice.
So yeah, they're 6-7.
Yeah, they do play Seattle this week.
Well, so much for going positive record this year.
I don't know. They beat the Steelers. We'll see if they can do it one more time.
They could beat the Panthers week 16, and then week 17, they're up against the Eagles.
That's good. That's a toss-up, man.
It can go either way.
I got a question that's a little bit not off topic. It's still football realm. What do we think of Travis Kelce's? He's part of the 99 Club, Madden. Do we think it's deserving, or do we think the Madden 99 Club is not exclusive enough? If that makes sense.
Oh, he's definitely worth it.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he's 99. Yeah, I mean, what other tight end you think is better than him right now? I mean, George Kittle's hurt, but there's no other tight end that's
the only ones that are even remotely close are Darren Waller, Mark Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
Those remotely close.
I was just curious.
I think he deserves it. He's the best tight end. He's playing with the best quarterback. 99 overall, easily. You know, the way I use him in Madden too, definitely 99 overall. Brad knows all about it.
I was actually going to say something about the Packers-Lions game. That was kind of a little scary in the second half a little bit, but
can't make it too easy.
Yeah, you know, it was a good game though. I actually liked that game. Every time Green Bay plays the Lions, it's always a good game. Honestly,
I mean, Matthew Stafford's a good quarterback. I mean, I don't think he gets the recognition enough. Rodgers said it as well. Everybody looks at Mahomes when he runs out or throws sidearm, throws across his body, doesn't look. Matt Stafford's been doing that for a long time up there in Detroit. So, I mean, he's a great player. And, I mean, when you're best friends with Clayton Kershaw, you better be able to throw.
That's true. No, yeah.
Yeah, they played baseball growing up in high school and middle school and all that. Yeah, there's pictures of them, too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. All right, so – sorry, Steve, what were you saying?
No, go ahead.
I was just a transition to what we think, who's going to be in playoffs. I know there's some tight races out in the AFC wild cards, definitely. I know the NFC is a little bit of a toss-up as well. I think the next 3 weeks will be really exciting football. I know there's not that many good games next week, but we can get into that here real quick. But what are you guys' favorite games this upcoming week, week 15? If you guys have looked yet, I don't know if you guys have.
Well, you know me. It's obviously the Saints versus the Chiefs. Most definitely like a clear cut for the game of the week. But It can go either way. Drew Brees is supposed to be coming back, but we still don't know yet, honestly. But
I still don't know how kind of prime time, like a Thursday, Sunday night, Monday night football game. I'm confused about that.
Mm-hmm.
They have 3:25. I'm confused, but I mean, the Monday night football game is not going to be good. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but it's the Steelers versus the 2-10-1 Bengals. I think the Steelers get a W. I think they're back on the win track this week.
They better.
If they don't, they're in trouble.
Yeah, believe it or not, I will probably watch the Chiefs and Saints game just because everybody around me always asks me to watch the game because I'm close to Kansas City. But every Chiefs game, everything's shut down, bro. Like, everybody's on it. I see hundreds of Snapchat stories, Instagram stories.
Same here.
Go Chiefs, go Chiefs, go Chiefs, and they, it's usually the white girls who don't ever really know what's going on. But I'll probably watch the game. I want the Chiefs to win, though.
I kind of need the Chiefs to win too, but
we have 2 Saturday games. I just noticed that.
Those are my 2 favorite games.
They are.
And then the Panthers and Packers. I mean, the Broncos. I mean, they're around that 500 team if everyone was healthy on that team, I think. And the Bills. I mean, the Bills are a really good AFC team, the top 3 in the AFC, in my opinion. I mean, you have Packers and Panthers, which is a good team as well. Or both good teams, honestly. But there's not the greatest of games this upcoming week. Trying to think of one. I like the Patriots. Actually, the Patriots and Dolphins, I think it's going to be actually a good game. I know they had a game week 1, which was a really close game with Cam scoring a couple of rushing touchdowns. So we'll see how he does against a little bit of a better Dolphins defense.
I think
a couple more good games. There's a big one here. Dolphins and Patriots. Dolphins are the 7th seed right now. They just got to keep winning out.
Yeah.
I think another a dark horse game. Well, not really, but it'll be a pretty good game to watch. It will be Seattle versus Washington. Washington is they're doing pretty good right now. I ain't gonna lie. They 2-game win streak. Their defense is starting to look a lot better, and Seattle just they're just that offense, the offense versus that defense. I can't wait to see that, honestly.
Yeah, Seattle doesn't have that great of a defense either. So as long as Seattle has the ball and it's against Washington's defense, I think it'll be a pretty good game. The other way around, it's not too pretty, honestly.
No. First. Whenever, nah.
I'm taking dollar bets on the Jets. Anybody want to put $1 on it?
Over the Rams?
Yeah. We can put $1 on it.
The Rams need to win to have.
Just to let you know, their Rams are favored by 17 points.
Oh my gosh,
bro! The Rams, like, where does their defense rank at? Like top 5? I know that.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah.
Yeah, top 5, and we're talking about the Jets. The Jets.
I like the underdog, bro. Let's put $1 on it. What do you guys think of Baker Mayfield? I know he was rocky in the beginning. Everybody was doubting him, but what do you guys think as the season progressed? The Browns are the first winning season in 8 years? More than that?
Yeah.
8?
Wild.
It's longer than that.
Longer than 8?
I think since 03, 04.
Oh. So 15 years. Okay. Well, anyways, it's 9-4 now. So what are you guys thinking on Baker Mayfield?
As long as he plays underneath his coach, like, doesn't do no, like, like, doesn't try to be like try to call his own plays like he's Aaron Rodgers, or have his own agenda on his when he's playing. I think that'd be pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they beat the Titans, which was a pretty good game.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, most of the teams they have been beaten have been kind of low tier, but if he just, I mean, the rest of his schedule is actually not that bad either, honestly. So they just, as long as he just be, I can't think of the word. As long as he listens to his coach and plays under his coach, he'll be good.
Kevin Stefanski's a good coach. You can see it in Minnesota without him being there as the offensive coordinator. It's really hurt them. It's really helped Baker get into his style. A lot of play action. I mean, you got Chubb and Hunt out of the backfield, both great running backs, both great receiving backs. I know Odell's not in there, but that's maybe for a good thing because there's a lot of mouths to feed there in Cleveland. Jarvis Landry's excellent. David Njoku's back. You still have Austin Hooper. You have the rookie. Is it Jedrick Willis, who's up there on the offensive line? I think he's been solid this year for Baker. As long as Baker can scramble and improvise and get it to those other guys, mostly Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, that's how they can get it done.
Yeah. We actually forgot to talk about the game of the season. We didn't get into that at all. Do you guys want to talk about that? I didn't get a chance to watch it. I saw some of the highlights. That game was ridiculous, honestly. Them going back and forth. But, I mean, you guys know a little bit more. You guys all watched it. But you guys have any take on that at all?
I watched the second half. But I loved how Cleveland was using Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. If you was just oh my God, it was beautiful, bro. It was so beautiful, man. I love football like that when they just run down your damn throat, and that's all I saw around mostly second half. And them boys did their damn job. I'm not gonna lie.
The GOAT Trace McSorley got in there a little bit. Did we ever figure out why Lamar was?
So there's reports. Okay. So I don't know if you guys have seen the video of him like running back into the hallway, but he's like wobbling like back and forth and everything. It looks like he had to poop. He says he has cramps. He said he didn't pull a Paul Pierce. He said he actually had cramps. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, he got the job done. They won. From what I saw, it was a good game. They got a safety at the end there. I know Vegas wasn't too happy about that. Some of them bettors lost out on some serious cash. I know me and Brad were talking about that last night when it happened. But yeah.
Yeah, I liked how he came back in as soon as McSorley got hurt. He just walking in, just strolling in, like, "What's up, guys?" Throw a touchdown and they win the game, basically. So yeah, it was a really good game. I loved it. I had fun watching that one.
Yeah.
And he's got a great team around him, especially Mark Andrews. I mean, we talk about Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews. He keeps playing the way he's doing. Top tier tight end in the league.
Yeah. I think they need a couple more weapons on that wide receiver end. I know they have Hollywood Brown and Willie Snead, but other than that, I think they need to get a top tier wide receiver either in free agency or the draft. Just get Lamar some help.
They have one.
Yeah, they
Julio's
do.
going to be on the market, so.
I think so, but we'll see about that. You guys want to transition into the standings and who we think is going to win, who we think is going to get the first round bye in each. We can do that, though, for a little bit left, whatever time we got left here. Steve, what you think? Who do you think is going to take over? What do you think the AFC is going to look like?
The two teams with byes, basically?
Yeah, who do you think the top teams in each conference are going to be?
So I honestly think the Bills and the Chiefs will have.
There's only one bye this year.
Okay, well, I'm just saying they'll be the two top tier teams in that division. I mean, conference, but we already know the Chiefs are going to get that bye, and in the NFC, I mean, it's in the air. You got to see this next week. I mean, like you got to see these. Oh my God, it's just me being biased. I'm a Saints fan, so I mean, I think the Saints, but I mean, it can easily go Green Bay's way too, all the way.
Realistically, the Saints and the Packers are each going to lose once these next 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Saints are losing to the Chiefs, and I'm not gonna lie. Derrick Henry might just destroy the Packers defense. And if he doesn't, Jesus Christ himself, Ryan Tannehill, he's there.
Jesus Christ himself.
the Titans offense has gotten Brad to the fantasy playoffs. It's ridiculous. Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill. I'll never hear the end of it. He got 2 jerseys just to show you all the time.
You can keep him in the closet. We don't really need to see him.
No, we don't need to see him. I think I agree with Brad. I think they both, realistically, they might lose one each, and if they do, Green Bay still holds the tiebreaker because they did beat the Saints earlier in the season. One of the most interesting battles, I think, is who's going to win the NFC West. I know the Rams do hold the tiebreaker over Seattle at the moment. They're both 9-4, and you also have Arizona, who's 7-6, playing really good football. I think the Rams do end up getting that 3 seed just because they do hold the tiebreaker, but I think Seattle and Arizona both get into the playoffs. And then I don't think Minnesota or Chicago makes it. I don't think Brad wants to see that at all.
I do not want to see Minnesota make it at all. I just want to see them lose all the last 3 games, bro.
In the first round.
I just don't want to see Minnesota.
You never do. Dalvin Cook will run all over that defense.
Yeah, I know. Dalvin Cook, oh my God, don't even get me started with him.
I think the Saints play them, is it week 17 or 16 you guys play them? It's coming up, I know that.
It is coming up. I forgot when we played them too.
I think it's week 17.
Yeah. It is week 17.
Week 17? Ooh, last game of the year.
Matter of fact, no, it's
week 16.
It's the game on Christmas Day.
Oh, that's a good Christmas Day game.
I'm gonna be so pissed, bro. I'm gonna be sitting there
watching the NFL on Christmas. Hey, no one ever does.
Damn, honestly, Packers and Titans would have been a better Christmas Day game, but
we all know we're watching LA versus LA, right? Is it LA versus LA?
Wow. No, it's not. It's LA versus Dallas and then LA versus Denver. We all know we're all watching NBA on Christmas. It's a tradition.
It is a tradition, but this year
is a superior
2020
league, huh?
This year is 2020, so everything is just effed up. We'll go for that.
So the Lakers winning effed up, Steve?
All right, come on. No, we're done with this. Okay, we'll get into the next video. What do you guys think the AFC? How do you guys think that's gonna play out with Baltimore, Vegas, Miami, Indianapolis? There's 2 spots left for them. And there's 4 teams, even Cleveland, honestly. Cleveland's 9-4 as well. Could there be 3 AFC North teams in the playoffs this year?
Baltimore and Vegas are not making it.
Ooh.
Stunning turn of events. The Dolphins are going to make it.
You think Dolphins make it over Baltimore?
Yep.
I don't think Vegas make it. I mean,
yeah.
I just have a good feeling about them. They're too iffy, bro. They're on and off. And I have to agree with you though. Dolphins, I think they're more disciplined. I think they might mess around and just sneak in there.
Dolphins are going to end up either playing the Bills or the Steelers, and I think the Dolphins beat the Steelers in a wild card game. That's what I think. Be surprised if it gets there, but
I'm going Baltimore. I think Baltimore makes it over Miami. Miami, I think, has a little bit tougher of a schedule. They do play the Patriots this upcoming week. They play the Raiders week 16, and then they have to up to Buffalo and play Buffalo week 17. So I think that's a little bit harder than Baltimore. I think Baltimore, all they have to do is they play the Jaguars this upcoming week. They play the Giants, and then they play the Bengals. So they're both records. They're both 5. One record's the other one's on here. The other one's up here. I don't know. I think Baltimore squeezed in there just because Miami's outplay a little bit harder teams later in the year. But they have beat really good teams. They beat LA. I'm pretty sure they beat Arizona too.
I think they did. But they even almost beat the Chiefs. Shit.
Yeah, that was a good game. They did beat the Cardinals by 3. I forgot about that.
Who do you guys think is coming out the NFC East?
NFC East?
Brad?
Yeah.
Washington. Sticking with it.
I have to switch over. I have to cross over with you and say Washington, bro, because, I mean,
I'm trying to get
Dallas is on 6.
Eagles. I think I picked the Eagles to win it first.
Yeah, I think you did.
Let me look. Give me a hot minute. In the NFC, they are ranked 13th. The Eagles are. Oh my god!
I picked Dallas, but that was before Prescott got injured. So.
Me too. And they're on their 6th quarterback now.
Look, there's 3 games left, and Dallas could just win all 3 and win the division. Okay,
it is very possible, which is sad.
It could happen. It's 2020.
Yeah, it is 2020. I mean, the Eagles could still win. They'd have to win out. I mean, I think every team has to win out right now in that division to win everything.
Hey, Dallas really could win it all, though. They could win all them 3 games.
Oh, good God. That'd be 2020. And that's just the definition of it right there. Letting Dallas win after this whole season they've had. One more thing. I think we're about to wrap it up, aren't we, Aussie, in a minute?
Yeah, one more
thing. I know the MVP race. It's getting tight.
Wow.
The two front runners right now are Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. Who do you guys think is going to have the edge? Who do you guys think is going to win it? What are your guys' thoughts?
I know those 2 are the front runners. Either way, they're the most valuable player. Like, without Mahomes, Chiefs aren't in it. Without Rodgers, Packers aren't in it. I'm going to be honest. Derrick Henry's on that list too. Without Derrick Henry, the Titans are not even remotely close.
Very true.
It's anybody's game. I mean, if Derrick Henry rushes 200 yards each of these next games and goes over 2,000 yards, it's gonna be really tough not to give it to him.
Yeah, man. I totally agree with you. So when it comes to MVP, it's a quarterback's league, and honestly, if you want it with the 2 front runners, all it comes down to is who throws more interceptions in these next 3 games. And I don't see Rodgers throwing any more interceptions this year. That's just me personally, because he just pinpoint with where he goes. And like you said, also with Derrick Henry, he's tight number 3 by far.
Yeah, I don't see them either of them throwing another interception. I know Mahomes just came off a 3 interception game against Miami. I don't know. Rodgers is throwing 39 touchdowns. Mahomes is throwing 33. Their completion percentages are right next to each other. Mahomes is at 68.4 and Rodgers at 69.6. Mahomes does have him in yards by almost 400. I don't know. I agree with you guys. I think it comes down to whatever who throws the least amount of interceptions over the next 3 games. And see how far they take them in the postseason too. Even though it's a regular season award, they always take in effect of the postseason as well.
Yeah, but I don't see Aaron Rodgers throwing any more interceptions, bro. He went 10 for 10 against Detroit in his first 10 throws were completions. It was just
Yeah.
Only way he's throwing some is probably against Tennessee, just because Malcolm Butler's. I mean, he's going to be all over Devontae, but even then, Rodgers doesn't need to throw to Devontae because he's got Tunyon and Lazard and MVS if he can actually catch the ball for once.
For real.
I don't know. It all depends. If least amount of interceptions and if Derrick Henry breaks the rushing yard record, I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting next 3 weeks. 4 weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next 3 weeks. I think we're all going to watch the Chiefs and Saints game. I think we're all free. It's going to be interesting what they do. I'm excited for that game, actually, even though I'm not a big NFL fan. But Brad, we'd like to thank you for coming on the show and
Thanks for having me back.
Thank you, man.
Any last remarks, guys?
No. Go Saints.
Go Saints.
Chiefs definitely win that game. Watch them win by 40.
You said what?
I said watch them win by 40.
Ooh, no, it's not happening. But yeah.
Fine, 39.
Well, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.
See you guys.